ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Classic Movie Buffet Theater. Yeah, okay, yes. Thank you. Uh, Today's episode, we're going to discuss a comedy, a hidden gem in my eyes. I think I've watched this one. This movie actually introduced me to the main character in this movie, and I started watching all of his other movies when they would come out, and some of his older stuff. And I'm talking about Son-in-Law from 1993 with Pauly Shore. Now, this movie was directed by Steve Rash, who directed movies such as Can't Buy Me Love, American Pie Band Camp, and Bring It On, All or Nothing. So I've seen all those. They were good. They were good comedies. So Pauly Shore stars in this movie. He plays a character by the name of Crawl. And if you didn't know who Pauly Shore was, he's played in Encino Man, Biodome, and Jury Duty. And it also stars Carla Gugino. And I think I'm saying that name correctly. I might be wrong. But I'm not, don't quote me on that, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. I'm really trying. Give me a hand for trying. Thank you. I deserve a hand for trying. Okay. Now, she played in Watchmen, American Gangster, and Sucker Punch. Now, I've seen Watchmen. I have not seen American Gangster, and I have seen Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch was kind of a strange movie. It was okay. If you hadn't seen it before, it was worth watching. But Watchmen was excellent. Also stars Tiffany Thiessen, and she plays Tracy. And of course, Tiffany Thiessen played in the comedy Saved by the Bell on Saturday mornings. And she also played in the movie Ladies Man, and she played in From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money. Now, Texas Blood Money, From Dusk Till Dawn 2, it was okay. The first movie, From Dusk Till Dawn, with George Clooney, was the best. In my opinion, the first one was good. And instead of having Texas Blood Money as the second part, it should have been the third. And the third part should have been the second part. But that's just me. What in the world do I know? Okay, now, with that being said, this movie also stars one of my favorite actors, Lane Smith. He's played in a lot of stuff. I know you people have seen him before. You just may not recognize his name. Now, Lane Smith has played in My Cousin Vinny with Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei. He's also played in The Mighty Ducks, which was a good movie. And he played in the 1984 version of Red Dawn, which was an excellent film with Patrick Swayze and a very, very young Charlie Sheen. So now this movie, like I said, it's called Son-in-Law, and it's about a country girl named Rebecca, played by Carla, begins college in Los Angeles. There, she meets Crawl, who is the RA, the resident advisor at the college campus, and a student, played by Pauly Shore. Who is unpredictable, wild, and crazy. It's Pauly Shore. Of course he is. So during the holidays, she decides to bring him home with her to meet her family because he's never been on the farm before. So the moment he gets there, of course, comedy is going to ensue. Her parents have never seen anything like it before and are shocked when Rebecca tells them that her and Crawl are engaged to be married. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to get into the trailer. This is the trailer for Son-in-Law from 1993. Enjoy.
It was a peaceful farming community. A place where everything had stayed the same for generations. They've always known that someday change would come, but no one expected it to come home with the girl next door.
Middle America.
Who the hell is that?
He's weird.
He's like nothing they've ever seen. Nothing they've ever heard.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but Miss Warner, you're giving me a semi.
You distract him, I'm gonna hit him over the head with a shovel.
So basically, we're not going to be hanging out?
No.
But after spending a little time together,
So you're just an old hacker disguised as an idiot.
Why don't you, put a little makeup on him?
the great American family
You don't like it, do you?
No, I think I do.
will never be the same again.
Let's chow down here and munch some grinding!
And he'll turn one small town into one huge party.
Check out the wood that I created for him. You okay?
Beautiful day.
Feel the breeze and let it fly. Oh yeah, 747.
The son-in-law.
What do you think their kids are gonna look like?
Okay, I'm telling you, this movie is hilarious. I love the scene with the combine. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen this before, or if you watch it after this, you will love it. I mean, Pauly Shore is completely over the top in this movie. It's not really what you'd say. I wouldn't really call it a Thanksgiving or a holiday movie, even though it does take place around Thanksgiving, Christmas time in there. But they don't really spill out a lot about Christmas. Most of it is Thanksgiving. So I don't really consider it as a holiday film, but it's a very good comedy. If you've never seen it, you will laugh your rear end off. I'm telling you. The banter between between Pauly Shore and Mason Adams and Lane Smith as well is comedy gold. It is excellent. Mason Adams, who plays the grandfather, has always been really, really good in what he's done. I think he's done several films, including, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, I think he played in an Eddie Murphy film. But it slips my mind right off the bat. I'll think of it 2 days later. That's just the way my mind works, you know? I'll think of it, and then I'll forget about it, and then I'll remember it. Because it's Trading Places, I believe, is the name of the movie he played in. Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Jamie Lee Curtis. Now, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, like I said. But this movie's excellent. You will thoroughly laugh your rear end off from start to finish, especially when they start teaching Crawl how to be a farmer. He goes, you know, that he's what he calls the 9 to 5er is from dawn to dark. But I mean, the stuff that, you know, the dad, played by Lane Smith, Walter, is not really sure. Nobody in that family is really sure about how to take Crawl. But they do put him through the ringer when they try to teach him how to be a farm, how to run a farm. And some of it's kind of mean, but you know, he comes out on top. So like I said, if you have not seen this movie, you need to freaking watch this movie. I guarantee you, if you watch this movie, you will start watching Pauly Shore's other films. Some of them have been kind of hit or miss, but I'm telling you, Encino Man, Encino Man, In the Army Now was okay. Jury Duty was okay. Biodome is hilarious. And then Son-in-Law's good. And there's been a couple others he's played in that I haven't really watched yet because they're not really comedies to me. They're like documentaries or something. But yeah, the Son-in-Law is downright hilarious. So if you're in the mood for a little bit of fun, a little bit of laughter, dig this movie out and watch it. I guarantee you, you'll feel better. Especially if you've had a bad day or whatever, just pop in a good comedy. This is the one. This one, My Cousin Vinny. I mean, I could go on and on. But I hope you enjoyed this edition of Classic Movie Buffet Theater. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me get a drink of soda here real quick. I want to say thank you to all of you that watched the Supernatural video from Sunday. The views on it are really high, and I thank you guys for that. And if those of you that have watched that video have not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so. I would love for you to join the fam, and become part of the Mafia with us. And I hope you enjoy all the content that I'm putting out. Don't be afraid to comment in the videos. I do try. I try to read each comment that I get, and a lot of times I don't have time to really comment on them, but I do read them. I like a lot of the comments. There haven't been any bad ones yet, so I think we're doing all right. But just remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when all these videos premiere. Like I said, I had the Supernatural Sundays or go every Sunday. There may be a delay every once in a while, but I do usually try to get them out on Sundays. The classic movie buffets are awesome. I enjoy doing those. I hope y'all enjoy watching those. And I also had another segment that I just started last week called Mikey's Movie Rampage. I will continue to do that. And just stay tuned and keep watching. And thank you guys so much. So very, very much. And I will see you guys on Sunday for Supernatural Sunday. Bye-bye.